everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the PhazeCast. My name is Joe.
My name is Eric, and we have listened to an album each. We've given each other an album challenge to listen to and review an album that...
Is it a challenge?
No, I don't know.
Was this a challenge? I mean, it was okay. I wouldn't say it was a challenge to listen to...
Last week was a bit of a challenge for me.
That's because you have no taste. We've gotten through this.
This is the challenge, see? It is challenging.
No, it's a challenge for someone who only likes one type of thing, and that's you.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Today's album that I was supposed to review was Everything I Know About Love by Laufey. And your album was...
the album that you made me listen to was Emotion from Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yeah, that's right.
Weird...
Go ahead, Joe.
I went first last time.
All right, I'll go first. This was delightful. I had a nice time this week. It was just delightful. And a little vocal jazz, a little bossa nova. I like it, man. My first note that I made while I was listening to it was, well, this is really nice. And I enjoyed it enough that when I listened to it several times, and then when I was done with that, I listened to her more recent album, which was also pretty good. I think I might like the one that you had me listen to better, though.
There is what's the song? Well, I think my favorite song from her, "Love Like the Movies." That one, I don't know if you've listened to it, but that one, that's very good. That's very good. I love her music in general. I've recently discovered her via TikTok, like about a month or so ago, and it's unfortunate for my heart, but very good for my soul.
It was it's got a nice flow. Like the whole album, I feel like sort of, had good like thematic flow, and the sound was pretty consistent. I liked also that I think like one of my favorite things about this album was that like halfway through the album, she starts incorporating like some subtle modern elements into some of the songs, and she does it in this way that's like super fucking tasteful. It's not like there's like a dubstep drop in one of the songs or something, but there's like,
oh, that'd be weird if
there's like
she did.
Light like modern drums on one of the songs that sounds like Saint Vincent-esque, and there's like a flanger on one of the songs, and a couple like little small things like that, and it just made it kind of unique. Like, because the whole thing is nice, right? It's like classic like Nina Simone style vocal jazz, bossa nova kind of shit, and but then like doing those like little things to make it her own thing kind of really elevated it to the next level. Because the whole thing would have worked anyway had it been just like a real standard vocal jazz album, because I like that kind of shit. Like that would have been fine. But it was pretty unique. Let me see, what else have I got in my notes here? Nightlight's got a more modern build up. Yeah, there was a flanger in Dance With You Tonight. There's like kind of more modern sounding bass in that song, and the title track, which was I think like the most modern of the songs.
They usually are.
Like it was like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe no, it's not really a criticism. It's not a criticism at all, because I think that the one thing that I noticed was that the lyrics were kind of simple, I guess, as far as like the themes of them.
We really got to talk about what simple and lyrics mean for you.
But I feel like it was like appropriately. It was appropriately, because it was like, again, like kind of standard vocal jazz like stuff. So it was like because like, I don't know, there's stuff like
especially since you just gave me Carly Rae Jepsen Emotion.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, that works. There's stuff like that, or like I don't know, Death Cab for Cutie has like simple lyrics a lot of the time, but it's like appropriately, because it's kind of
I think simple is just like it's like a weird term when it comes to music because simple is not a bad thing, but I think
No,
you're
that's what I
equating
mean.
simple to bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. I mean, it can be a bad thing, but I think in this case, in a lot of cases, it's not necessarily a bad thing because she was sort of just like playing to the strength of the genre. I feel like, and the piano,
Mm-hmm.
man. Oh,
Oh yeah,
there are
oh
some
yeah.
songs I didn't write down the names of them, but there were some songs on this album where the piano really fucking popped off. I was like, yeah.
I'm
It
glad
was,
I gave you her, and then you went and found more of her music. That's
but
always that's a good plus.
Well, I went and found more of her music, and then also once when the album ended, I just let it I let Spotify shuffle similar stuff, and then I ended
Yeah,
up finding a couple of other artists where I was like, "This shit's pretty good." So that was
yeah,
nice.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
I wonder what would have happened if I let Corpse Husband keep going, like what the related artists would have been. Would have I don't know. I should try that
Probably
just to
more
see.
heavy bass, anime based. Actually, no, he's got a wide range. It'd be
That's what I
weird.
was thinking. Is like it's a lot of
Yeah,
genres, and then maybe they would pull from the fact that he's like a YouTube star. I don't even know
probably. You'd probably
where
get
that
some
would.
like weird songs, like Jacksepticeye's weird song and stuff like that.
What? What's that?
Jacksepticeye?
Who's that?
You don't know who Jacksepticeye is?
No.
Why the fuck are you on YouTube? Why do I have a channel with you?
I don't know. I watched Donkey.
I hate you. I absolutely hate you.
And I watch Criterion Closet videos.
Shut the fuck up.
You
Just
know the
stop.
Criterion Closet where they have like
I'm
celebrities
done with you.
go pick movies. They did Hideo Kojima recently. It was great.
Uh-huh.
It was cool. I don't know. I mean, that's about all that I gotta say about this album, man. It was delightful.
That's very good. Yeah,
You
that's
know,
fun.
you know when
I wanted to give you a jarring course compared to Corpse. I wanted to go like a complete opposite direction.
Same. You know in I Love You Man when he's like trying to get him to watch Chocolat, and he's like, by the way, I watched Chocolat. It's just delightful. That's how I felt.
Got
That's
you.
how I felt. What do you got, Joe? You don't seem as happy as me.
Emotion, the deluxe expanded edition. Is
You didn't
what
have
I
to listen to the deluxe. I don't think I know those songs at the end.
I think they added like 2 songs, 2 bonus tracks. Anyway, I had an up and down time. I really did. You know, because like it starts off with "Run Away with Me" and then "Emotion," and I'm like, okay, I'm getting the vibe of the album. "Run Away with Me" is fine. "Emotion's" okay. Then "I Really Like You" comes on.
That's the worst song on the album.
That's the song that fucking gets played, though, and I don't understand it, because I've heard this song before.
Yeah.
And if we want to talk about, like, bad simple, this.
Yeah.
I really, 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 really like you.
Actually,
and I wanted
it's
to
there's
die.
an extra really in there. It's I really,
Oh!
really, really, really,
Oh!
really, really, yeah. 6.
Got you.
There's 6.
So they lost me hard there. She did. Charlie Rae Jepsen, CRJ, you lost me real hard there. "Give Me Love" comes on. I'm like, it's the same shit. It's the same shit.
Oh, that's a good song.
And then all of that plays. And I get hit with that bass.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, okay. I'm back in it. I'm digging all that space. Then he hit me with "Boy Problems," which sounds like if Carly Rae, you didn't like it?
I didn't
like
care.
Boy Problems?
I think "Boy Problems" is probably my second least favorite track on the album, but
Nah, man, because you know what they did? They got me a Daft Punk fucking funky beat in the background while they do it. And I'm like, okay. And then let's see here. I'm trying to remember which ones I liked afterwards because I'm trying to groove it. I saved some notes and I saved which ones I actually liked. Let's see. Let's get lost.
That's a great song.
Was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that actually. And I Didn't Just Come Here to Dance were the other 2 songs that showed up for me.
Hell yeah.
As like songs of pretty good. LA Hallucinations, whatever.
Sounds pretty good.
Warm Bloods, whatever. I mean, it's not bad. Here's the thing, like, if this was on in the background, sure, it'd be fine.
Oh, what?
But I'm not going to go out of the way to listen to some of these songs, except for the 4 I just liked.
Interesting.
The 4 I liked being All That, Boy Problems, Let's Get Lost, and I Didn't Just Come Here to Dance.
You didn't like Making the Most of the Night?
It was okay. It actually was. I was debating on that one, but like it just was like so. It was part of the groove, right? And it was a come down from All That, Boy Problems, and that.
Okay.
So your type was lame.
I can't recall how your type goes off the top of my head, honestly.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of cool sounds in it. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
When they do all the cool, interesting music sounds, great. When they do the basic, like this is the pop song that's gonna be on the radio, and I'm Carly Rae Jepsen, banking on the fact that people remember that one song I did.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But I still think that Call Me Maybe. I have to talk about Call Me Maybe. I knew I would have to.
You have to. Yeah,
Call Me Maybe.
It must be discussed.
Is a banger, front to back.
Yeah.
And people don't realize it has one of the sickest guitars in that fucking song.
Dude.
It fucking does. And these people are just they're too busy listening to the burp, 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 burp. Like they don't hear it. And it's like, fuck. Oh, what's that song with a horn? There was a song with a fucking great horn in this album.
It's fucking Run Away With Me.
Was it Run Away With Me?
With the sax? Or with the... That's a saxophone. It's not really a horn.
But it's Run Away With Me.
Yeah, here. Well, it's...
I Didn't Just Come Here to Dance? You mean Making the Most of the Night?
No, it's...
not your type. It's not your type. Or...
I can't think of what has a horn in it, but I mean, dude, Run Away With Me's got that sweet fucking...
Let me Run Away With Me in the beginning.
In it. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I like those first two in the beginning okay enough, and then I really like You fucking ruined it. What?
I gotta crack the Joe code. I can't figure it out.
I need music. What? I liked the album fine.
Okay.
What? I'm not. But here's the thing. I'm never gonna. Very rarely will I like a whole album. You know.
Yeah.
Very rarely.
Interesting.
Unless I'm emotionally attached to it or something like that. A musical is generally I'm gonna like a whole album if I like the whole musical. Does that make sense? Like that. Yeah. That's the kind of shit
it makes sense.
We're talking about because that tells a whole story all the way through.
Yeah.
I think one of the only albums I truly, truly liked, and it will listen from front to back. I think it's a Real Big Fish album.
What?
I think it's a Real Big Fish album. Yeah, I think so. Or actually, it's any Zac Brown Band album. That's a lie. Almost every single Zac Brown Band album I will listen to front to back, and I'll be happy and fine.
That's interesting. I listen to, I feel like, a lot of whole albums.
Mm-hmm. Candy Coated Fury by Real Big Fish is a great album, and I listen to all of that music.
I just am shocked. I guess what my thing is that I feel like when I heard Run Away With Me, immediately I was like, what? This is awesome.
It was good. No, it set the tone pretty good. I'll probably give it a third listen. But remember, I'm listening to it as like a whole.
Yeah. So
like the first one, maybe it is better, but like it just the slow digression.
Yeah,
the slow downgrade. Before it gets saved by a funky bass.
It's interesting that you mentioned I Really Like You. I mean, well, it's obvious that you mentioned I Really Like You, I guess, because it stands out so much on that album. But that's really a case of like maybe studio interference. Maybe she was banking on the Call Me Maybe thing also. But it's so funny because like that was the lead single, right? That is the one that you know.
Yeah.
And really, there are like so many other songs that like.
Well, because
had she picked those, they would have done, I feel like, a lot better.
She doesn't get to pick those. I don't think she gets to pick those.
Yeah, probably not.
I think the studio's like, this one will sell because this one can be on the radio and be played and get those demographics. And then it happens. I'm not sure how music like that usually works when it comes to radio and things like that. But I can see why it was chosen because it's, it's happy, it's go lucky, it's kitty, it's like, that's safe. And it is catchy. I hate that it's catchy. And it's mostly like annoying.
does get stuck in my head sometimes.
Yeah.
They banked though on the wrong thing, because you said it about, Call Me Maybe. I think that they banked on the fact that Call Me Maybe is like simple and radio friendly, and that's what people responded to. But actually, it's that the music is pretty fucking good in that song.
Yeah, no, yeah, that had a deceptively amazing. I said I'll say that like again, like the one of the best guitars
it's
in a song, especially in a pop song. Like, what the fuck? But no, I had a good time with the album. This one was harder for me to work out at the gym with, I will say. I think I stopped it halfway through. Like, I have to sit down and listen to this. I can't go to the gym and get excited about anything happening here. But it was really nice music while I did my laundry. So there you go.
That's They should put that on
Laundry
the CD.
music.
They're like,
yeah.
Nice laundry music.
What is an album that you will listen to front and back and be fine the entire way through? Yeah.
Me? Oh my god. So, well...
you say Fugazi, I'm leaving.
Yeah, and on the Killtaker, obviously. Also, The Argument by Fugazi. Dark Side of the Moon. Lateralis.
Well, yeah.
Fucking Led Zeppelin 4. If You're Feeling Sinister. There's so many, dude. Violator. Fucking Disintegration by The Cure. Oh my god, dude. Disintegration works really well as like singles, obviously, because it's like, but like the whole thing together with the vibe of that album, it's so fucking good. I mean, I listen to a lot of fucking
Life of Pablo, actually,
full
I listened
albums.
to front and back.
Oh, Life of Pablo is a mess, dude.
No. It's not. You're the one who thought like we fixed Life of Pablo, Joe.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey guys, Eric once was like, "Hey Joe, you like Life of Pablo?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's a good album." He's like, "Here, we've changed it." I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, I've moved some things around so it flows better. I'm like,
that wasn't just me. That was my wife and I spent hours being like, we gotta fix Life of Pablo.
Fix Life of Pablo. And I'm
It's
like,
just,
all right.
It's just all over the place. I'm more of a My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy guy, but I don't put Kanye on anymore because that guy. I feel like Kanye is where there's like an art from artist thing, obviously. Because God, the Smiths.
Yeah.
I love the Smiths. Queen is Dead. Strange Ways, Here We Come. Listen to those front to back all the fucking time. There's obviously a bit of separation of art from artist there because Morrissey is a bastard. But I'm not sure how much like Morrissey has done to like actively turn people against each other. Kanye's kind of scary, man. He's got some real fucking hate going on.
Listen, man. Kanye, he saw 21 Jump Street, and he's dating this woman who's like, you need to chill. So he's slowly getting out of his crazy phase.
That's right, the 21 Jump Street comment. He was like, actually, Jewish people are great because 21 Jump Street was funny. What the fuck, man? That guy's crazy.
This is great. It's just like, this is a man who somehow... I don't think he ever really felt those things, but he got brainwashed and went crazy and broke his mind. And then it was like, no. Let's go back. I'm not sure. I think he is still crazy and his mind is broken.
Did you see where there were people talking about, like, people close to him talking about how he had said that the reason that he did it was to, like, be a Trump-style inflammatory? He was like, this will get me elected president by inciting hate, which worked for Trump. So, I guess he's shooting his shot, but
yeah.
I guess Morrissey's said some things about Chinese people that were pretty fucking hateful. I just don't know how much Morrissey has ever mobilized anybody. I've seen people like directly from Kanye like be like, oh, he's right about that shit, which is wild.
There's a lot of Kanye. The Kanye supporters can be just as crazy. Like, that's just everything, though, man. There's someone who's always going to be too crazy of a supporter.
Yeah, I guess there's somebody out there who's like taking Morrissey super seriously. It's just like most of the stuff that I see from Morrissey is he says something stupid and everybody's like, that guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I mean, I get a lot of that. I get a lot of that in some of the fandoms I enjoy, especially pro wrestling right now. There are people who essentially. Ooh, am I going to put this on the internet? Fuck it. Anyway,
we're not getting monetized anyway.
Well, no, not monetization, but like nobody watches us for wrestling content, so I won't be lambasted. There is a wrestler. His name is CM Punk. He is a dude who left the business for like 9 years because issues with WWE, who was the only competitor in the States for a while, really. Like, they had a major brand. Obviously, I mean, you're the one who hands WWE stuff. Whenever someone says, "Oh, Joe, you like wrestling?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, you mean WWE? I'm like, I like it. I have there's other promotions, but yes, he's a toxic fuck. Like, he's just a straight toxic fuck.
It says he got fired from All
AEW.
Elite Wrestling.
Yeah.
Go ahead, continue.
Yeah. So he shows back up after 9 years because AEW is this magical second alternative to American wrestling, which by the way, pro wrestling in America right now, I've said it before on the cast, is in its greatest era, in my opinion. There are so many other companies besides WWE and All Elite Wrestling. We have Impact, we have Ring of Honor, which is also owned by the guy who owns AEW, but still, we have that. We have GCW. It's just becoming more and more, and all the smaller places are getting spotlight too, because we're in an era of internet and people can follow people who they like no matter what company they go to and stuff like that. It was a big deal for CM Punk to return because he said he would never do it again. He was jaded with the industry, and his first few months, amazing, great. It was good to have him back. He was clearly happy, and then he became a drama fucking queen who would get into fights with everybody. And everyone would bend over backwards to try to accommodate him, essentially. And I know this is the part where people who are CM Punk stans are going to fucking hate me. There are so many people who are like, CM Punk is always right, and it's everybody else's fault. But if he's always the common denominator in every single prominent problem in the situations that arises, how is it always everybody else's fault?
Ain't that just the truth?
Yeah, the thing that got him suspended, right? Not fired, but suspended, was at a post-medium scrum after a pay-per-view. He took a shot and a dig at the EVPs of the company who are also wrestlers, and because he felt slighted, and he was just being a dick about it. And he said, "You can come see me, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada." During that same media scrum, the EVPs went to his room to try and talk to him, and this is where we don't know what's going on, right? At the end of the day, they didn't release what happened. We only have reports. The reports are the three wrestlers who went in to talk to him, the Elite. There was a confrontation. Punches were thrown.
Oh!
A chair was thrown, and a dog was involved. CM Punk infamously has a dog. Very cute puppy.
Is the dog okay?
Yes, the story is Kenny Omega, one of the EVPs, rushed in to protect the dog while the fight happened. And then Ace Steel, the guy on the CM Punk faction. They're wrestling names, dude. What do you want from me? Anyway, Ace Steel, who was CM Punk's friend and also there in the locker room, bit Kenny Omega. Started biting him. So, the dog didn't even bite anybody. It was a person. It was a man. So, yeah, they were all suspended for a while. They all came back. Punk way later. He came back way later because I think they were just trying to talk him out of it. He came back way later with his own fucking show because AEW had two shows at the time. They had Dynamite and Rampage. They made a third show called Collision that's filmed on Saturdays. Because these two are filmed together. Saturdays is filmed live. So they made a third fucking show for this man to headline and be separated from the people he thinks slights him in the company, right? Things are going fine, but then he starts fighting with people on the daily. He didn't listen to the head of talent relations because he's friends with the Elite. A lot of issues just seemed to pop up because he was being kind of a drama queen and demanded some things.
Imagine being in that kind of privileged position where you have a stable job doing what you love and making a fuck ton of money, and you just blow it over and over again because you're that unstable. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, what's crazy is they kept on giving him fucking time. They kept on
That's what I
giving
mean.
it away.
That's a privilege, man.
The end of it was at a pay-per-view in Wembley, which was big.
That's
it's
what
like
I was, I think, reading about right here.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
Jungle Boy Jack Perry, who is still suspended, I believe. I don't know if he's fired. Jungle Boy Jack Perry, he took a dig at CM Punk because there was a spot he wanted to do on TV where he used real glass instead of fake glass, which you can take that however you want. I think it's dumb to use real glass when you don't need to. But he in one of his matches, in the match on the pay-per-view, he threw he knocked on a car window because he was going to throw somebody onto a car window, like the front window shield. Yeah. And he said, "Real glass, deal with it," like to the cameras. After the match, he went back, and then apparently CM Punk was waiting for him. He's like, "We got a problem," and then they got into an argument. No one knows exactly what happened, but this was like, instead of being in a locker room where no one could see what happened other than the people involved, this was like at Wembley Stadium, like at the Gorilla entrance, I believe, with cameras everywhere. So they couldn't really deny anything that happened. They haven't released exactly what happened, but due to everything, they let go of CM Punk. So
it's a lot of drama, man. What the fuck?
Yeah. Which is fucking great, honestly. It really is. It's bad, but like, ooh, does it make the wrestling spicy? Because everybody who's a wrestler always brings in the drama into what they do for work.
Yeah,
and it's so fucking good.
No, they take that seriously.
Yeah. It's so fucking good. It's spicy, but like I'm one of the few people who's like, CM Punk shouldn't work again. He shouldn't. But he's definitely probably going to go back.
I say bring him back if he's that crap. If he's not saying anything fucking racist and he's just being annoying. That's fun drama.
He's killing people in a way. He's killing their momentum. Oh. Like he's stopping people from. Yeah. He had too much power on the other show, so like he was stopping people from like, oh hey, this dude was supposed to show up for a match today and he flew out here, but I don't like who he's friends with and what he said, so right. You're not working today. So this dude flew out there, showed up for work, and was told, "No, you don't work today. Sorry, dude, go home."
I thought you meant that he was a murderer, in which case I was going to say that's not.
No,
it's not cool to murder.
No, he just he gets into arguments and fights quite a bit. He does, which is it's really sad because honestly, he's one of the best people on the mic. When it comes to professional wrestling, he was a joy to watch as a kid, and he was amazing. But if you can't play ball, and it turns out you're not going to get this reference. If it turns out even Triple H was right when he said you're a selfish prick, you're a selfish prick.
Yeah, I hear that.
God
I don't know what you're talking about. I got a bunch of wrestling figures from the early 90s recently.
Ooh.
They're pretty neat.
Nice. Who do you have?
I got, I don't know.
You don't know anybody. Okay.
Well, I don't know anybody.
Cool. Well, speaking of figures, Eric.
Yeah.
We just gave away. Well, we finally found the first winner. You won't know who it is until the fate. Oh, I guess you.
No, yeah, they already know.
Yeah.
They already know.
Looks like our friend the Lion Cat 99 has won.
Oh, I had the other two ready.
Has won Boa Hancock. Yeah, congratulations, Lion Cat 99.
Look at that boob job.
That's all natural. Anyway,
I don't think so.
in one piece it is, baby. Anyway, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you're into us, and then comment your favorite PhazeCast or Phase Piece moment, and you have a chance at winning these. We'll be doing another giveaway in 2 weeks. Right now we have a Chopper and a Miss All Sunday. 1 week.
Next Monday.
Ooh. Whoa. Never mind. We're giving another week. So hurry up, and by the time we record PhazeCast again, we'll have another winner picked out.
Will it be What will they get? Who knows? We'll see you next time on the PhazeCast and every Monday and Friday on the Phase Piece. Thanks for spending some of your time with us. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.